Eyebrow.
You guys, I just got out of the shower. It is 6:30 p.m. and I just randomly, spontaneously decided today I will make my first YouTube video. Like, I really feel like there isn't an excuse for me waiting this long to make my first video, besides the fact that I was just being lazy. And today I just felt like today's the day. So here I am. And I it's just no excuse for me waiting this long because I have people who are willing to support me. I have a phone that I could record and edit on, but I felt in the mood and I felt like today was the day. So here I am, and I do have on a shirt. My mom is just always cold, so it's always hot in here. So that's why I have on this tube top. But let's just jump right in the tutorial. And I'm really grateful for you guys that actually stuck around with me and still promoted this YouTube channel with no videos. Like, y'all are loyal. You are loyal. Like, I appreciate that. But let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start off by filling in my brows with the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. You can just get that from Walmart. It's only 98 cents. I usually use the Anastasia pomade, but just for like a everyday, if I'm just going home, going out and coming back home, I'll use the little cheap stuff. So I'll be taking a flat tapered brush and I'll just be cleaning up underneath my brows and also on the top with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Sand. Sometimes I don't clean up on the top of my brows, like if I just got a thread or something, but I haven't got an eyebrow thread in like 2 months, so I have to clean the top and the bottom. Next, I'll be going in with my primer. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Foundation Primer. I've been loving this one because I have dry skin and it doesn't make my skin flaky. And I just love it. It just feels like a lotion going on my skin. I will be going in with my foundations after I prime my face. I'll be using the Fenty Beauty Foundation in the shade 310. And I also mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 210. And I use that inside the Fenty Beauty just because I have dry skin. And the Fenty Beauty is pretty matte, so I add in the other foundation just to kind of thin it out. But I used 1 pump of the Fenty Beauty and about 2 pumps of the L'Oreal. But the L'Oreal doesn't give me like any type of coverage. I just needed to thin out the Fenty Beauty. But I just dot my foundation all over my face, and then I will blend it out with the angled buffing brush, and I spray it with my MAC Fix Plus or with whatever setting spray I can find at the moment, and I just blend it out. As you can tell, like, this foundation color matches me perfectly, and I just pat it into my skin until like I get the flawless coverage that I want. Okay, next I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And again, I use the shade Tan Sand. And I go in with a triangular shape under my eye. And I also conceal my eyelids, down my nose, and also above my lips. And I connect it from my eyes into my top of my lip, just so everything can be one color. And sorry I played with the lighting a lot in this video. I was just trying to get it right, you know. It's only my first time, but I'll get it right sooner or later. Hopefully sooner, you know. Before I go in with my sponge, I go in with my fingers and I pat in my concealer just to warm it up, because I did previously state that I have dry skin. So this is an old trick that I still use, but the sponge I use is just one of those mini sponges by Real Techniques. And I just use the mini ones because I do have small eyes, and so it's easier for me to get in the smaller places than using the big orange sponges. Yeah, you know what I mean. So to do my cream contour, I just use the foundation stick by the brand Imani. I got it from Walmart. I use the shade Earth 3, and I do contour my cheekbones and my nose. And I just love this color, this shade. It's kind of cool. I use the same foundation brush to buff out my contour. I just spray it with my setting spray again. It just makes it easier to blend everything out. And to set my face, I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just use my damp sponge that I use to blend out my concealer, and I set my whole entire face with this powder, and it does not give me any flashback. Thank God for that. No flashback needed, no flashback wanted. Not trying to look like a ghost. I even set my contour with this, so it's easier to blend my contour powder and my bronzer onto my face.
You in the music were the only things that I commit to. I never cheated for the record back when I was with you. But you believed in everything but me, girl, I don't get you. She said I need to change. I never see you cause you're always busy doing things. I really wish she had a
I just bronzed my face with the e.l.f. bronzer in the shade Bronze. And now I'll be contouring with the Black Radiance powder, and I use the contour powder and not the sculpt, because the sculpt is a little bit darker than what I'm used to. I will use the sculpt if I know I'll be out taking a lot of pictures, just so that contour can show up like bam sis, do you see it? Blush, I'm just using this blush palette I got from Ross. They do sell this at the beauty supply store, like the hair store, but I just used the 2 pink shades out of that, and I do apply a lot of blush just because I want to bring some color back into my face, and I don't want my face to look all one color when I do take pictures with flash. Okay, on to everybody's favorite part, including mine, the highlighter. And I'll be using the Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby. And I just use the same brush that I use to apply my contour and my blush, just so I won't have to wash that many brushes. So I just use the same brush basically for my whole face. I just use 2 brushes. And next, I'm applying my highlighter to my nose, my cheekbone, and the top of my lip, and a little bit on my forehead. And I also apply a second highlighter, which is the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold. I love that one, just to layer it on top, because the Hustler Baby does have a little bit of pink tint to it. So I just applied that one, and it just gives me the perfect glow that I want. Like, y'all will see in the photos. Now it's time to set my face, and I either use the MAC Fix Plus or the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Spray. And I like both of these because I feel like they add hydration back into my face, because neither one of them are matte, and so they feel really good on my skin. And after that, I go in with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I just blend out everything, blend in the spray into my skin, just so everything can blend more seamlessly. Okay, you guys, I went ahead and did me some eyeshadow off camera. The next thing I'm going to do is apply me some mascara. I'm using the MAC False Lashes. And I also apply mascara to my bottom lash, and I use the Lash Sensational by Maybelline, and it has a brush like this, so I just run it along the bottom just like this. Just makes my eyes look more open. And after that, I would line my lips. Okay, you guys, I used the Lip Plumping Gloss by F in the color Mocha Twist. I like it, so I think I'll leave this, but this is basically the completed look. I'm glad that you guys came to this video. I know I was the boy who cried wolf. Kept saying I was gonna upload, I was gonna record, I was gonna upload, I was gonna record, but I'm finally here and I'm so happy. On an everyday basis, I don't wear eyelashes, so this is it for me, but I think for picture purposes, I'm going to apply some lashes just to take photos with on Instagram and stuff. But this is my first video. This is just my everyday makeup. If I'm just going somewhere, I'll just put this on, like out to eat with my friends. But if you guys want to see a full glam, let me know and I'll do that also. But stay tuned for photos at the end. And like I said, like, I'm really appreciative for you guys being here for me. But photos at the end. See you guys in my next video. Guys, this is the completed look with the eyelashes. It just really makes everything look so much better in my perspective. These lashes are so beautiful.
Keep it on, don't got you, I got nothing. I got something.